Up, we streaming live. Give me a second just to share this. Different groups. Just sharing the different groups. Just give me a second. We're going to go all the way in. Phone line is open. Just give me a second to share. That's it. Yo, the topics are immense. It's been a long week. As we preparing to lay a brother to rest, 2 weeks later, Houston, Texas, it's finna go up. Still the unanswered question. What do we do next? Seems like a lot of white folk got the answer for us. I don't really think they're asking us. And when they are, the answer seems to be undivided. A lot of shit being shared on social media. Well, we should do this, we should do that. But yo, let's get into this, man. The phone line is open. You got the number right there. Let's start off with this. Number one thing. What happened to the stimulus? What happened to the money? Okay? Now, they got our attention. They don't kill this brother. They put a knee on his neck. But, yo, this is about time rent is due. Now, the only article I could find, because I looked it up, what's going on with the next round of the stimulus? So I had to Google it. I had to look it up. Man, the last thing that popped up was about 9 days ago. Okay? I had to really do some digging to find a new article on what's going on with the next round of the stimulus. And what they saying is that the bill, the HEROES Act, they're going to go back through it again in July. Now, mind you, it's the beginning of June. I don't know when you got your last check. Even if you got a check, you probably haven't even received one, which most poor people haven't. It went to the top. But they talking about they're going to go over the HEROES Act again by mid-June. They got us distracted, and they cut off the faucet. What do you think is about to happen? You think these people out in the streets over this one man? They over in the streets because America is about to change. And we need to have our part of it. There's a lot of division going on. I don't know if you've been keeping up with the BLM movement in different states, different cities. People can't agree on what should be next. They saying now, the BLM in New York City, they just had a Twitter release from the California BLM saying, we don't agree with everything that the New York brothers is doing. The New York brothers is saying by any means necessary, we need to liberate the black community. I'm all for that. But what they mean by liberate by any means, they're saying that they need to have their own armed police in the communities. Now, whether you agree with it or not, I'm all for the Second Amendment. It's a right that they took away from us by putting us in jail, giving us these charges, stacking felonies on us. And while they doing that, the people that they slap on the wrist for violent crimes, or that might know the local officer and just, you know what I'm saying, driving home drunk with AK-47s, you don't know what they doing outside the urban environment. But they got ammo. They got guns. And number one, they got gun laws. Now, down here in the urban environment, they changed the laws so that all we can have is like 32s and what are the small calibers? Midnight Special or something. 22s. 38s. You know what I mean? You can't have nothing where when it's time to go, it's time to go. But you can put something together here in the state of California. I'm all for arming the community, policing ourselves, but we have to look at, they're not really talking to us about what changes can be made within these departments when they start releasing these funds, taking funds out, defunding, which is the big thing right now, defunding the police department and putting the money into what programs. They haven't asked us what programs that they want to put it into. How about keeping some of the same programs but just making them black? We need jobs too, right? I mean, you have to look at the mindset of the people that you're giving the money to. You send them down here to our communities. They don't look like us. They don't think like us. It's the us versus them mentality. They talk about two mentalities, us versus them and a militant. A warrior. Warrior mentality. They supposed to be going to war because our young bucks, you know what I'm saying? They with the business. So they come out here playing games with our youth. How about taking some of that money, defunding the police, and putting that money in the programs that's going to help us communicate and help each other, with social programs. Now, the whole thing about Minneapolis, they want to just disband the police, right? It's a novel idea because what they're saying is that the police are doing all kinds of jobs that are just not emergency related. Overdoses, domestic disputes, child problems, So they're saying, let's get these social services programs to come. When you call 911, instead of it just being a one for all, it'd be different divisions of programs that could come out and help in the community. Right? Let's make it black. We have all the same problems that they do. You think these white folk ain't calling 911? And when they do, and let me just say this about the first 48, right? Because I know if you can hear my voice, you probably an avid watcher of the first 48. The statistics on murder, white people is killing white people at a slightly higher percentage rate than black folk. Why in the show is it always black people? Why are they coming down here to the community with all these cameras showing how we just telling on each other? And the most heinous murder crimes are done by white people. See, they don't like to use guns all the time. They like to choke a bitch out. You know what I'm saying? Shank a motherfucker 17 times. Let them know, I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? At least when you see the brothers on the first 48, pop, it's over with. I ain't like dude, you know what I'm saying? He got smoked. He didn't want to give up the chain. Right? You know what I'm saying? We supposed to do a deal. You know what I'm saying? I told the motherfucker, I want the work. I ain't got the money. You going to give me the work? He said no. Pop. Okay. Case closed. Now, when you go to the white community, if you read some of these articles, because I looked it up. Murder. Some of the most heinous crimes. You know what I'm saying? They will choke a dude out, take his body, dismember it. You know what I'm saying? All over a woman sometimes. Mainly. Stabbings, everything. In the bars, these people get faded. They keep a buck knife right on the side. They're not going to go out. The Second Amendment is outside in the car. You can't even bring it in the bar. But they got that trusty buck knife right there. Murder, go down right there in the saloon. You might as well call it a saloon. Old school. So let's get into it, man. A lot of things going on with us, but ain't nobody asking us, ain't nobody talking to us, And I'm trying to get you to talk to me. Phone line is right there on the screen. I know you see it. If you can, call and give me a opinion. Let me know what's going on in your community, your city, your state. If you're seeing all the same things that's going on, all these measures, what's coming next? Because where is the money? In all this, they say stay in it. They open the states. A lot of states reopened. And COVID went right back up. A lot of people got sick, right? So now they're going to say, well, you're going to have to be more careful and try to stay home more. Now, if you do that, how are you going to get money? So people got to pay rent, okay? I never thought this before, but I'm going to start feeling sorry for the landlord, because in this society, these people still got to pay the bank. Ain't nobody talking about the bank, right? With their principal and interest. Interest got to be paid. Interest is more than principal. People that own buildings, condominiums, apartments, wherever they rent to, you know what I'm saying? If you tell the tenants they don't have to pay till September, then you owe the bank in October, and half the people that stay in your building don't want to pay. You still owe the bank. Where does that leave you? There's a lot of things not being discussed with the stimulus, man. It's okay maybe on the other side of Wilshire. I'm in L.A., so, you know, when I say Wilshire, I mean other communities. It might be okay on the other side of the tracks. But here, man, we got to eat, man. We got to survive. We got to pay these kids, man. I know it's the last week of school. What are they going to do over the summer? I mean, somebody call me, man. The phone line is up there. If you can see the screen, it says it right here. Each have a different vision for what the second financial rescue bill will contain, including how much money will be allocated. You think $1,200 over whenever you got your last check, what, 2 months ago? What is $1,200 going to do? Right? It's summer too, man. People, it feels good outside. You know, black folk, we want to look good. So a lot of females, you know, they finna go get done up. The hair, the nails, all that shit costs money. What is dudes gonna do? Basketball jersey season, right? They want to show some arms, chest. They spending money with the NBA and shoes. They got to coordinate. I hate to say it, man, but we ignorant like that. We will put our money on looking good and be hungry in a motherfucker. And what they're saying, the timeline for the second stimulus payment is undetermined. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Now, let me pause right there. Please like or subscribe to We Are One News, because this week I'm doing a documentary called Kentucky Fried Justice. Straight up and down like that. Kentucky Fried Justice, a 6-part documentary, and it's all on Breonna Taylor. How they completely did this girl wrong. Busted into her apartment after midnight, killed her in her bed, and then took her boyfriend to jail for protecting his queen and didn't want to let him out. Used all kind of titles on him as a attempted cop killer, not even giving up all the facts that they shot through the window. What kind of ambush is this, man? And answer me this, do they do this in the rich folk neighborhood? I mean, are they no knocking on mansions in affluent neighborhoods? Just no knock, boom, kick in the door, white folk? You know what I'm saying? For unlawful stock trades? Huh? No knock warrant? Because you and your broker doing shady deals and kill your wife in her bed, take your white ass to jail for trying to defend her? We talking about two Americas here. And you have to understand why people in the street say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Let me get, the reason I got on that rant is because Senate Majority, Mitch McConnell, he represents Kentucky, and he is in Part 6. Part 6 is about the white power structure in America. It starts with Part 1 from Breonna being killed in her home. That's part one. But we go from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, all the way to the top of the Kentucky Fried Justice System. Mr. Mitch McConnell. And you really think you're getting away? Like we don't pay attention to what you to the moves you trying to make while you got this dude in the White House. Yeah, most of us is distracted, but baby, I'm not distracted. I'm paying attention to all the strategic moves, man, because that's chess. I took the time to learn how to play chess. Some of y'all niggas still, excuse me, I just told myself I ain't going to say that word, but some of y'all brothers still playing checkers. And you looking at what they dangling in front of you. Look, check this out. We just killed a black man. Okay. But I'm looking past your shoulder. I'm looking behind you at that dude behind you. What is he doing? Because he don't seem to be paying attention to this dead black dude getting choked out. It seems like he busy doing something else. Let me see what he doing. Oh, he's putting in judges, right-wing conservative judges, to make sure the status quo stays the same when Trump ass is out of office. Please watch 1 through 6. 1 was dropped today. 2 was dropped tomorrow. Like and subscribe. You will get the updates every time I drop something. And believe me, it's all in the interest of the community. And you say, what does it have to do with Breonna Taylor? Everything. Everything. What it don't have to do with Breonna Taylor. We are talking about the criminal justice system. We are a commodity brought here from Africa to work in the field. And when we were set free and liberated, we were a commodity bought and paid for by the criminal justice system who's building jails, lobbyists, Trump's friends, lobbyists, suing states. Look it up. They suing states for not having enough inmates. Huh? You ain't putting enough people in this jail. We had a deal. We gave you money, motherfucker. You need to be putting black people in this jail. Suing the states. Commodity. Commodity. Yes, there's a price on our head. Huh? That's why it's, hey, you know, dead niggas is bad business. Huh? Bring them here. Lock them up. Let's make some money off this from the government. But instead, they want to give us $1,200 on the outs. How much is the inmate getting on the end? Somebody look it up and tell me. How much does the prison system get per inmate? This I know for a fact since the 90s. These rappers been saying they get more than a student does in school. Huh? That's one thing about BLM NY. They have a plan. They want to take back to school. Let me see. Let's go to BLM NY. First, let me finish this out. Right? As you can see, majority leader Mitch McConnell and Congress decided in the next few weeks to take up another round of stimulus, with the bulk of the work happening in July. Can we wait till July? Check this out. They talking about no more police, right? It's a perfect time to go out and sell some crack. How about it? You know what I'm saying? I got the plug. Hit your boy. We going to cook it up right here in the other room. And we going to hit the track and get busy. Because we can't keep waiting on these people. Huh? It's real down here. They talk about quarantine. Stay in the house, cut off the faucet. How come every time I go out at night, the smokers is out there having a party? Running the streets, right? What are these motherfuckers doing out here? They don't give a fuck about no corona. They out there smoking, talking about fuck corona on the corner, looking up and down the street. Goofy as hell. I'm driving, look, man, I drive down. Smokers stand on the corner just looking. I said, man, this motherfucker don't give a fuck about no corona, don't give a fuck about no stimulus. And maybe we should start thinking the same way too. Why are we waiting on them? What are we going to do? I need answers. The phone line is open. Straight up and down. You see it. You can call. I mean, this is what it's about. We got to put our heads together and figure this out. Because ain't no one of us have the answer. You know what I'm saying? African proverb, only the ants can conquer the elephant. Only together, the ants can conquer the elephant. Let me get to this BLM page, right? Home, BLM. NY. Not on the same page with Cali. You got to pay attention. Look, I love these brothers. Okay, there it is right there. Boom, first thing pops up. The Black Act. What is the Black Act? You can download it. I'm just giving you some game on what's good. You know what I'm saying? I came across because I investigate. What we got going right now. What is the theme of the day right now? Black people. Don't talk to me about no gangster shit. What did Brother Polite, you know what? And I shared it. Brother Polite was on the money, went on a rant. Where are the gangsters now? Where are the guns now? Huh? Where are they? You don't see brothers with their rags on their face. Look, I was part of the riot of 92. Proud member of the Los Angeles riot of 92. And the aftermath of that was the gang truce. Push the like button if you feel me. After that was the gang truce. Bloods and Crips, like what? And that's when, you know what I'm saying, the police wanted to do a punk-ass counteroffensive. Niggas was not having it. Y'all want to come out here with all that shooting? That's when the National Guard came. Everybody went in the house. Not even fronting. You know what I mean? When you got dudes posted on Century and Normandy, motherfucking AR-15s, locked and loaded, bulletproof vans, it's time to go in the house. For real. You ain't about that. You ain't about that life. But what about now, right? We know we need to have a code of conduct in our community. How we act towards each other, how we act with the community, and how we interact with our neighborhoods. So, as you can see on the screen, this is the Black Act. I don't want to turn it off. It says download. I don't know if I can just look at it without downloading. Shit. If you out there, why don't you download it for me? You know what I mean? Call in, let me know what it say. I don't hit the download button. Look at this. This is too, I can't do this right now, at least not with you on the line. Police Record Transfer Act, the Blue Wall Law, officers who know. Disband police. Now, you know what? I could sympathize with New York, right? You talking about some population is just like on one block, 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Bricks, buildings, people. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on in the cut. You know what I mean? Police out there, they got it figured out. But you know what I mean? It's cat and mouse. You can't tell me that hood niggas ain't got it figured out too. So you know what I mean? This is a lot of words, man. I like to read books, but yo, today ain't the day for this. Now I dig the website. Real Pantherish. Now this is what scares them when they see these colors. They say, "Oh fuck, what's going on?" See, there they go with that shit. Yeah, there we go. Look, what's the language? Liberate our people at all costs. Are y'all with that or what? Huh? Because nobody's asking us. It's just like a lot of people. Man, it was talking about Minneapolis disbanding the police, right? I'm watching it today. They didn't have not one black person speaking on that. They didn't say nothing about the black community and liberating police or disbanding the police in the black community. You know, a lot of white folk up there with flowers in their hair, and you know what I mean? Oh, you know, we could do this on our own. We don't need them. You know what I'm saying? They're too aggressive, this and that. Now, I'm not saying that we can pull this off without police. But we have to take into account what type of shit could happen if there are no police. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to say, you know, that's why these Black Lives Matter New York brothers, they saying let's arm our people and have our own community police. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I'm with change. I'm with change. I don't think America can go back to what it was 2 months ago. We're going to have to see something different happen. And y'all ain't even calling me, giving me your opinion. This show is not based on Avery James talking to you and telling you what's good. I need to hear your opinion because if it's left up to my own devices and my own thoughts, I might think I'm crazy. You know what I mean? Until somebody calls and agrees with me. Say, you know what, brother? We do need to kill them all. Okay. I'm with it. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Facebook, don't cut me off for that. I'm not with killing anybody. You know what I'm saying? But I am with self-defense. I am for looking out for our seeds. I am for looking out for our queens. I am for black business. I am for black economics. I am for buying black. I am for restoring the black family. I am for building our communities. I am for black business in our communities. I am for black banks. I am for black schools. I am for black education. Huh? What's going on with the state curriculum? Who gave us these scores that we have to these test scores that we have to pass? Huh? What is that about? I mean, an algebraic equation is not teaching me how to build something. You know what I'm saying? And brothers, we need to be building something together. You know what I mean? If it's up to us, I say let's teach these kids how to build, man. Teach these kids how to build. So yeah, let's talk. Okay. Let's get into this, right? Where I'm at, I'm in California. This is We Are One News Talk. Leimert Park, Crenshaw, Baldwin Hills, baby. You know, broadcasting worldwide to black people, man. You know what I'm saying? Your community ain't no different than mine. So quit that front and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because we out here, Leimert Park, Crenshaw, Baldwin, don't make it no different than Montgomery, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Naptown, Indianapolis. Whatever, Detroit, Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Black is black. Our community is the same. And like Al Sharpton said, get your knee off my throat. You know what I'm saying? Because you keeping us from developing the way that we supposed to develop. I've been across this country. I've been to your hood. Call in, man. What's good? Straight up and down, like that. You know, I had a little moment of love, man. I got off track. But if we're going to educate now, what I was going to say about California, Gavin Newsom, if you want to defund the police by 150 mil, right? Why don't you keep some of the same programs and just make them black? And in our community, right? We look towards the elders. I don't want to get off track, but I want to say this: where are the drums? Where are our drummers? You know, so we African people, and remember how we used to do it back before we was brought here, even after we was brought here, and when they had to whip us and take away our drums. Where are the elders with the drum? If we marching, we need to bring the spirit of the ancestors. Break out the drums, because that scares the shit out of white people in their neighborhoods. Best believe we coming. Doom, 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 doom. What's that, honey? They're coming this way. Yeah, you goddamn right. For everything you got. And that's why we need the drums to communicate our message. Huh? You know, something that you can feel. You know, when it's time to go to war, we need the war drums. I've been watching the protest. I've been part of the protest. No drums. What's African about that? You might as well just take the word off. We American. We American. It's American protest. It's not African American protest. You want to have an African American protest? I see that red, black, and green flag. Where are the drummers? Even 1776, baby, when George Washington was stepping, he had a drummer. Man, come on now. We need our African drummers. Huh? Y'all talking about this music? We can't be marching on fools with playing Megan Thee Stallion? Huh? I'm a savage. What? Bougie? Nasty? That's off message. That's our message. We need the shield and the spear and the drums when we marching, demanding that you pay us some attention. And white people, they've been in the front. Don't talk to me about no gangster shit. Black Lives Matter. What's good? Call me. I know you see the number. 323. What is it? Somebody tell me. I can't even see it. Call in and tell me what that shit say, man. I can't see that shit. Look here, man. The last week, now, you talk about a sermon. When they lay me to rest, please call Al Sharpton. Call him. Say, Jason is dead. We need you to say a couple words. What? Get your knee off this. Look, he trying to start a station. He trying to organize black people. Nobody want to call. It's cool. They had their knee on his neck. Look, I want to talk about why black people, why black women is running this show. Why is it black women that are running this show? Huh? Men, where you at? You know, it seems like leadership has changed. I mean, they're making me proud, man. The queens have stepped up. You know, Mayor Bowser, what? In D.C., you know, taking the forefront. The president sit there and tear gas people. Use the army, the military to move peaceful people out the park. The mayor said, this is our city. You got shit twisted. You got shit twisted. The next day, boy, she renamed the whole plaza. Renamed the whole street. Big as hell, Black Lives Matter in front of the White House. Who does this? Don't talk to me about no gangster shit. Y'all niggas are still gonna go back to the dumb shit. Somebody tell me, for real, please. Are you? I don't want to hear about no black on black crime right now. The whole world, man, is saying that we matter. Now is the time. We have to organize our kids, our families, our communities. It's all dependent on you. You, motherfucker. Get with the program. Is you black? I know damn well if you watching this, most likely you got some melanin. We waiting on you to stop with the bullshit, man. Come on in. Help us figure this out. Because we can't do it alone. Now, what we're seeing, which I said last week, is, of course, the beginning of a class war. And they're seeing that black people have to be a part of that. Look how you've been doing these people for 400 years. If we don't treat them right, then America is not going to live up to what America is supposed to be. Now, I feel that. Now, when the president of the United States, don't want to come out and call racism what it is against the police, he's saying they got to dominate. Call in the military, call war against his own people. For what? For saying one thing. Black Lives Matter. George Floyd. Say his name. Black Lives Matter. Oh, call the military. Release the dogs. If they break past this barrier, we got dogs. Who says that? Man, enough of him, man. Look, he's a joke. But the queens, man, the queens are stepping up. Mayor Bowser. Huh? Who else, man? Who else? Keisha Bottoms in Atlanta stepping up. Where you at, Kings? You know what? They follow our lead, man. You know what I'm saying? If you say you're going to die for this, man, you go out in the street, start this chanting, man, because a lot of people, man, this time they did it the right way. What we did back in 92 was the wrong way, but it was our way. At the time, it was what worked. Now, completely different, you know? And there's a lot of blowback, man. A lot of, especially from Trump, you know what I'm saying? Using the dude named George, he didn't have to do that, man.
Hopefully George is looking down right now and saying there's a great thing that's happening for our Hopefully George is looking down right now and saying there's a great thing that's happening for our country.
How he used
There's a great day for him. It's a great day for everybody.
Ain't nobody.
This is a great day for everybody. This is a great, great day.
Called on George Floyd, man. Need to have the shit smacked out of him just for that.
Among many other places, protesters gathered in front of U.S. embassies and
self-capitals
as they demanded an end
this show
to police
really
brutality
is about
and racism
you, the
in
caller,
both the
calling
United
in
States and their
and
own
talking to your people, not
countries.
just
In
me,
Spain,
but to the listeners.
demonstrators rallied
You know what I'm
in front
saying?
of the
Giving us
Roca US
ideas
military
on what it
base
is that we need to
Cadiz,
do to
as well
move
as
forward.
the
Now, I can
capital
keep
of
just giving
Madrid
you
and other places.
all the news and
In
stuff that's
Britain,
going on in the country,
protesters in
but
Bristol
until
tore
we
down
become
a bronze statue
come
of
as one
17th century slave
one voice,
trader
one unified
Edward
voice,
Colston
and tell these people
threw
what
it
we
in the
really
river
want,
Avon.
because it's going to have to come down to
London,
economics.
protesters wrote Churchill as a racist.
Economics, you know what I mean? Getting the money back into the community. And do you want to be a part of that or not? So, what do you think we need to do as far as a stimulus, number one, and as far as defunding our police departments to bring some of that money back to our community? Do you have any ideas on what the next step is? Because do you have an agenda? And who should we be listening to? Who is our leaders? Because I've been waiting on orders for the longest. Now, I just showed you BLM. They said they got a plan. I'm all for the plan. But like I said, that's New York. It's different in different regions. And they're saying they have a different plan for different regions all across America. But if I can't get you to talk about it, one of these days, because I'm going to be here to the election. Believe that. And Al Sharpton already called a march in D.C. So I'm going to be down there live asking people questions. I'm going to be at the march. If you can't make it, you need to hit like or subscribe, because I'm going to be live streaming from the march in D.C. August 28th, asking people, what do you feel we need to be doing next? And don't talk to me about no election. Y'all going with this myth of equality. That's bullshit. Why the fuck you still fighting for equality? These motherfuckers don't want you to be equal. Why do you want to be equal? You a god, son. Kings, know who you are. Knowledge of self. Right? You still talking about they God. You really need a man to be a mediator between you and your higher power? What's in you is without you, man. You know what I'm saying? It flows through you. You have an understanding. It's called consciousness. You want to talk to God, then talk to him. You ain't got to pay nobody to do that. You ain't got to go nowhere and give somebody some money and say, please, tell God I need help. You still holding on to old cultures, man. This is the new shit. It's 2020. Take back what's ours. You say we have nothing, we have each other. Good as gold, always been. I was right down there in that slave ship with you. And we here. We still here. We gonna make it happen. They can't kill us. They kill one of us. They been killing one of us. They can't kill all of us. As much as they like to. And I'm not saying all of them, right? But you have to understand who they giving these jobs to and the mindset that they have. This whole march is about humanity. The way you look at me, the way I look at you. I don't think we capable of hate. Black people? Nah. You trying to live up to what people, to this image that you want to make for people, that you just so hard. You just the hardest motherfucker, right? Yeah, okay, we can all do that. Motherfucker step on your shoes, he gonna get banked. Straight up. But now if you go around about that trigger play, you want to... Can we go back to the show I was talking about? A lot of these people feel pressured to pull a trigger on a black man. Nobody in their heart want to do that. But they stuck down here with nothing. What else is there to do but play ghetto games? We got to take education back. People do not have knowledge of self. You kill him, you killing yourself, you killing your community. Simple as that. You got to understand the game that they playing and who you are. This is your world. You have a life. You master it as a king. And take care of a queen to raise some seeds to feel the same way. That is the black family. We need our economics. That's all we need to ask for. Because I know I could work with you. If you stop worrying about what the fuck I got and I'll stop worrying about what you got. Because that shit don't make me none. I don't need a 7-bedroom house. Do you? I need some justice. I don't need no fucking equality. I need my own piece of the dream. You can have that shit over there. I'm right here with it. With people that look like me. And we trying to build something. Do you want to build together? You got the number. Call in and tell me something, man. Give a fuck where you at. Jersey, Philly, Arizona. You might be surrounded by white folk in Utah. If you can hear my voice, man, build. Join the cipher. Peace to the guys. And nah, I ain't not part of no organization. So don't put that on me. Even though, follow the teaching and I know the math. You say, James, man, if I can't convince you to call, man, I'm going to log out, man. But you know what I mean? I'm going to keep posting these news updates. You know what I'm saying? Shit about us, for us, and you know what I'm saying? All the way up to this fake-ass, phony election. Man, they keep throwing this. I can only use certain words. When I get hyped up, I just want to throw shit out there. I want to call y'all ends. I want to call them crackers. All that, but now, you know what I mean? It's the mind state, baby. I know from a fact, man, we all come from the same place, man. And this is primitive as times. How can the Navy release an unidentified flying object and nobody gives a fuck? Oh, yeah, here's video of a UFO. We can't figure out what it is. Flew right past us. We videotaped it for 10 minutes. People was like, we don't give a fuck. They just shot a black dude in cold blood. What kind of shit is this? I've been waiting all my life to get like some UFO evidence. They finally throw it out there, and niggas is so fucked up on some racial shit. We don't even look. Aliens come down right here, right now, and we still gonna be on some trying to get it together with ourselves shit, huh? But let me tell you, aliens start shooting. Who you think they're gonna put on the front? They gonna be calling us. Hey, you're our brothers, man. Take a gun, because we built for it. We built for it. Physical, strong, with the business. But take your knee off my throat. Straight up and down. You know what I mean? Because when it goes down, let's just say, you know, and I know who's that? Viral right now, Young Pharaoh. Love that brother. But yo, I can't get into it. Because even if the elite, what'd he say, the Freemason society is controlling things, you know what I mean? We only gonna let that go but so far, baby. Can't do it. Ever since Public Enemy said fight the power. And you know what? White folk ain't gonna let that shit happen. That's why they out in the streets. So you think that they just gonna run this game on everybody? Everybody just sheep? Love you to death, Young Pharaoh. Love the videos. But yo, even if it's a false flag, all it did right now is unify. That's what I see. Unification. I'm not saying it's gonna last long, because white folk gonna go back to being white folk. I hate to say this, black people gonna go back to being black folk. You know what I mean? It ain't even really stopped, man. You know what I'm saying? My people is over in Vermont. They at war. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't even. And that's one thing about poverty, man. You ain't got cable. You think people sitting back watching MSNBC, CNN, Vice News, you know what I'm saying, on civil rights and shit? Nah. They worried about, you know what I'm saying, hitting a lick with their boys. When you hear they breaking into shit and coming up, oh, please, first thing, with the business, let's go hit a lick with your people. But like I said before, what we did in 92, after that, it was peace. Gang truce. So, you know what I'm saying? Talk to them. Wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? You got youth in your community. Holler at them, man. Let them know how we used to do it. You know what I'm saying? Got to put the guns down, man. If all these people talking about Black Lives Matter, right? And we ain't for it, shit ain't clicking, man. Anyway, it's been a long week. I had to get some of them things out. Take care of you and yours, man. Like and subscribe, man. We are One News, Talk Radio, Leimert Park, Crenshaw, Baldwin Hills, worldwide. You know what I'm saying? And believe me, when this thing is over with, when it's all said and done, this is going to be an official radio station. We moving to Leimert Park. Why? Because it's ground zero. That's where we're going to plant our flag, man. Number one, for the culture. The culture. You know what I'm saying? We got to hold our ground through the gentrification thing. Even though we might not have much now, some of our strongholds need to be kept. And we need warriors on the front line. Even though you might be paying rent to somebody that don't look like you, we can start talking to the banks about changing that. I know there's a place in your community, wherever you're listening from, whatever city, there's got to be a strong cultural center that's just always been black. Yo, man, now's the time. You know what I'm saying? When the money gets turned on and it starts flowing into the black community, when they really say, okay, Black Lives Matter, here go the money that you need to start with that one area of culture. Wherever you have your black events, your Juneteenth, your Martin Luther King parades, you know what I'm talking about. It ain't just in L.A. Wherever you have all them events, that one part of the city, you need to build your stronghold. And that's what we're going to do here, where we are one. It's coming. Leimert Park, we planting the flag. That's us. The Crenshaw District, Baldwin Hills. You know what I mean? We black. We going to make sure it stays that way. And we going to build from there. And I need you to start building where you at. And we need to network. We need to talk to each other and then take it cross seas. Jamaica, Belize, St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, Congo, Tanzania, Kenya, Senegal. All the top places, man. You know what I mean? Why can't we reach out to our brothers? Because now it's going to be about industries. Industries. The man just said, fuck China. Who are they going to turn to for cheap goods, cheap labor? Why can't we get a part of that? It's time to be smart. We can get industry and we can build. And what I was going to say about the elders here, if you're a professional, if you have a trade and you know how to do something, we need these trade schools back. Come back and teach the young brothers how to make something, how to build something, how to do something. You can be an instructor. Why do we have to get licensed by the state? There's plenty of black communities that need stuff done. You got Mexicans out there cutting the grass. You got Mexicans out there painting. You know what I'm saying? The elders that know how to do it, teach the youth. Teach them how to market themselves, how to go online. Spread the word. We could have all kind of young brothers driving Benzes. What do? I put rain gutters up on people's houses. What? Stop it. Be innovative. Just think, right? I wash windows. That's what I'm telling my son. I'm telling him wash the kitchen windows. Man, them kitchen windows ain't been washed in so long. When I saw how clean they was, I said, you know what? You need to start going door to door. Boy, you about to get breaded. Ain't nobody thinking like that. Go to these people's houses, tell them you'll wash all their windows, man. It's like at least 160 a lick. What, a house? You could charge what, a dub a window, something like, you know what I'm saying? Break it down. Oh, it's $20 a window, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do you a package deal, boom, 150. We'll get it done. What? By 3 o'clock, you done 3 houses. Balling. We got to be innovative, man. The money is out there. Just sit down and, you know what I'm saying, and start a crew. I mean, you banging with these dudes. Start working with these dudes. You got hands, man. Some people take that for granted. These smokers be out here, man, and some of these smokers, yo, my hat's off to them. They get busy. Smoker walk up on you what you need done. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting busy all day. And then by nighttime, can't find them. Gone. Why we got to be smoked out to do that? To be motivated to work. Simple shit. Random, right? Ain't nobody call me. Man, I'm mad at y'all. Straight up. It's a talk show. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to call in, man. Holla at your boy. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I guess it's going to be next week. I might just log in every night of the week if I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to participate. And if you don't, I'm going to drop a whole bunch of good information on you. Anyway, to you and yours, man, the best. We are one.